Hello there. It's Music Man 0150, also known as Gary. Yes, we are back again here at Pastimes. I'm guessing the 19th visit for me, and I believe it's the 4th visit for Melissa. Yes, Melissa's here with me today, and she's playing Amador. That's the game where you have to fill in the boxes, and I was just doing Outer Drive. And it's been a fantastic day here again. We've been here since around 12:15, and it's almost 10:45 in the evening on August the 16th, 2025. And they are open until 11 tonight, so we got a little over an hour to give you coverage and play some more games. So as you can see, again, we're in the video aisle, and they've actually added a new game. I got to tell you about it. It's similar to an air hockey game, if you remember those air hockey games. Well, they added another one. They had the Pac-Man version, but now they have one called Tom and Jerry. And Melissa and I played both of those. They're a lot of fun. I never realized, how fun those could be. But we played those earlier, and they're definitely fun. Just to give you a little insight on some of the games that are going on here, we got the Overdrive. I wanted to make sure I had that right, Overdrive. And then we had the Amador, which Melissa played. And then we have this Crazy Climber. Well, you gotta look at this. This is really, really interesting. Look how the image is upside down. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I think the way the machine booted, restarted, or something is wrong with the wiring, maybe for the monitor. I'm not sure, but it's frozen. Can't play it at all. It's frozen. So I made a report for that one. And then this one over here, Robotron, you can see it's just all red. I started to play it earlier, but then it was doing all kinds of crazy, weird things. It was giving a lot of what they call digital pixels. Those little squares in the monitor, colored squares, and then it was blanking out. It was doing all kinds of crazy things, and now it's just a red screen. So I made a report on that one. So hopefully they'll get that one fixed. And then over on this side, we have the Tempest again. And then we have, a few others. These really haven't changed a lot, so I'm pretty sure this is kind of old coverage for you. But I thought I'd give you a little update on, what's happening here, and letting you know that this place is still going strong. 5 out of 5 stars, all 5 out of 5 reviews. Positive reviews. I mean, you figure when you have leagues and tournaments and high score competitions, and then you can reserve the place for different parties. Oh, you sure can't beat that then. So, it's fantastic. So now we're going to take a walk. You ready to take a walk? So we're going to take a walk down to the other end. We're going to do a little game comparison.
Okay. What is that?
Well, we're going to go to those, those mechanical games on the other end. So we're going to go down to the other end, and we'll do another game comparison. You can hear the jungle safari going again. We just passed Periscope, but it's down still. They didn't fix it yet. There's probably a mechanical part that they have to get. Okay, so now we're over here in the mechanical section, and these are the two games I want to do a comparison on. This one here is called Sea Hunt, and you can see it looks like a mechanical pinball machine. And then you have this one, which is called Spook Skill, and it's like a pinball machine. So let's see if I can give you a little demo on both of these. It's always tricky finding the start button on these old mechanical games. Let's see. So you can see how the cabinets look the same and the levers look the same. Okay, here's the start button for this one. There we go. Okay, I got it started. Now being I can only use one hand for the one flipper, it'll give you an idea on what it looks like. So you can see the little ball down in there. And what this is, the actual play field is on the bottom of the game, and then it's reflected on a mirror on the back side. That's why you can see two images. The mirror image is what you want to really look at. What I'm doing is switching back and forth between flippers. Okay, so there's a demo. There's a little demo of this one. You can see the score up here. 2,500 or 2,800. No, 2,900. 29. So that's 2,900. Okay, that one ended. Now we'll show you Sea Hunt, and it's pretty much the same. If it will start. It doesn't look like this one's going to cooperate. That's where you would put your quarters if it took quarters. But over here's the start, and it won't do a thing. Nope, won't start. But you can see how the similarity is between the two. You have the play field in the back, well, reflected in the back, and then the actual play field on the bottom of the game. So, unfortunately, this one won't start, so we can't demo that one. But we can demo Spelling Bee again. So here's Spelling Bee. And again, all you have to do is just pull the plunger and you let the balls land wherever. You get 5 balls per gameplay. Okay, we launched all the balls. Now we'll watch the backboard and see what we got. And it doesn't look like we spelled a word. I don't think we spelled a word, did we? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Well, let's try one more. 1. Whoops. And then there's... Oh, wait. Oh, there's a ball. That's 2. And 3. And then 4. And then 5. So you get 5 balls. Let's see where they land this time. Any letter that's lit up is where the ball landed. a letter that doesn't light up, that's where a ball didn't land, or it lands in a what we call a no letter hole, because you don't have all the letters in the alphabet. You have A, B, C, and D on that row. E, F, G. No, you don't have a G. Goes to H, and then I, and then M, N, O, P. There's no Q. There's an R. There's an S, a T, and a W. So, not all the letters are there. Not all the letters are there. So, I couldn't tell you exactly how many letters are missing, but that's pretty much most of the letters of the alphabet. Not all of them, though, because they couldn't fit them in the playfield. And then we have the horse feathers. They got that one working really good this time. And then we got a shooting game over here. This is a mechanical game. Try to hold the camera straight so you can see it better. What you got to try to do is hit the targets. And of course I'm doing it with one hand, so it's a little harder. And the name of this one is called Action Gun. No. Is it Action? No, it's Arctic. Arctic? No. Yeah. Arctic Gun. That's what it is. Sometimes the way they write the fonts, it's hard to tell. This one here, I think, is another neat one. Oh, this is the Funland. This is the one that I thought wasn't working, but I think it is. And then Melissa had a favorite one. I'm trying to think which one it was. I think it was this one. Let's see if it's this one. No, it's the one next to it. Yeah, see, you can tell that one's got real sound effects in it. So you got to try to shoot the targets in that one. That's the Jungle Drums. So we'll have to remember that one for sure. Jungle Drums is the one with the unique sounds. Now this one over here, this is one that is really, really neat. And it looks like they got it fixed, because there was a problem with the one ball that was stuck on the top. So see what you do on this one, push the plunger, you launch the ball, and then there's a flipper on the side. Okay, so that's ball one. There's ball two coming up now. I'll give you a little overview of the play field. like I say again, it's hard to do with one hand, but it kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. There's the look of the backboard. And actually, what I'm noticing is when I hit one button on that, the other flipper does move. So you can almost play this with one hand. Oops. Almost got it. But see, right up here, I'll show you where that one ball was stuck. It was right around in there, which I believe is what was wrong with it. Yeah, it was in that. It was in that hole. Some of the machines, what happens is if the ball runs too fast, it hits the glass, and that's what that noise was. I don't see where the ball went. Oh, it's right there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, all the balls are there. So that's a little demo of this particular game. I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh yeah, it says right there, Speedway. Speedway. And then the game that you were just hearing, right next to it, this is a more modern game. I can't quite tell what it is. But you can see it's got all the LED lights and the actual sounds that it has. Different sounds on it. And then we got another pinball machine over here. Not sure what that one is. Because this, like I say, some of the titles are hard to read. But here's one that we did earlier. This double pinball machine. The way it works is you stand, each person stands on each end and can play at the same time. There's a set of flippers here, and there's a set of flippers over there. So let's see if we can try a demo on this one for you. So far I don't see the ball. Might be on the other end. Oh, there it went. I saw it. Yeah, sometimes the lights will go out during the ball change on some machines. At first when that happened, I thought, oh, the machine quit working. But that's a feature that some of these new machines have. The lights go out during a ball change. Yeah, it's hard to do it with one hand, but you kind of get the idea. I'll show it from the other side perspective. This is from the other side. So there's the flippers there. In fact, both ends are exactly the same. And I was just told earlier this evening that only 500 of these were made. That's it. It wasn't very popular, but thankfully, Pastimes has one of them because it is a very unique machine. Okay, and then traveling down this way, we have these different games. This is that Firefox that I showed you in the last video. And then I think this one was added from before. It's Gretzi's Hooky or something. I can't read it. I can't read it. But anyway, here's a little demonstration of it. Oh wait, hockey. That's it. Hockey. No, it's not hockey, is it? Yes, it is. Yeah. Gretzky's Hockey. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, that's a real hockey field there too. Then we got this one. This is Crisis Zone. That one's a little bit hard to see because they have the screen way in the back. So that would be a little tricky to play. So now we're going to move forward. Oh, and just to let you know, they did move things around. This is the photo booth, you know, if you wanted to have a picture taken. See, it's got the face place. They moved it over to that spot, and then they still had this game. I have no idea how it works. We'll have to get a demo on that one somehow. And then they have this little one here which isn't working. This is that I apologize, I can't read it. But anyway, it's not working anyway. But over here is where they made some switches, and then right there with the blue lights flashing, that's the new Tom and Jerry Ice air hockey. Tom and Jerry air hockey. So they did a lot of switching around with the games. Yeah, they pulled some out because they weren't working. And you can see everybody's having a good time. They do have this one baseball game, but they took the other one away, probably because it didn't work. It's probably in the back somewhere. But they have this one. And then, as you recall from Crew Place for Morning Brew, all the newest pinball machines are here in the front at the end of each aisle. They're in the front here. They feature all the new additions right here in the front. And that one with the rainbow lights, that's a new one. Yeah, all these are fairly new other than the baseball game. And then there's the cafe. A little bit of the cafe there. They're going to be closing that at 10:30 because the place closes at 11. But here's the Tom and Jerry air hockey. You can see how bright it is. I think we can give you a little demonstration of this one. Go ahead on the other side. We'll do a little demo. Melissa's going to go on the other side, so that way we can show you how this one works. Right here's the start button. When you come in, you want to play. This is the start button. Okay. And then what happens is the discs come out on the side. Right over there. You can see where the discs are coming out. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard holding the camera and playing it. Now, look. See, here comes all the discs. See, here's a whole bunch of discs that come out. They're actually not, actually what they're really called are pucks. P-U-C-K-S, pucks. Like a hockey puck. And you can see it's kind of, I'm trying to aim the camera as I'm moving, as I'm trying to shoot the, you know, the pucks or the discs, whatever you want to call them, over to the other end. See, and there's also a little divider. Okay, if you're trying to push a disc into the center, you got to be careful. There's a divider there. It's a clear divider, so you can't go too far with it. So you have to be real careful that you don't catch your hand under there. But right there in the side, I don't think you could see it, is where all the discs go. There's like a container at the bottom of the machine where it catches all the discs. That's the Tom and Jerry one, and then right behind it over here is the Pac-Man one. It's very similar to it. Let's make sure we put the launcher in its holder. See, this one's pretty much the same thing. I haven't been able to show you this one in the past because it's always been played. But now I can give you a good close-up of it. Yeah, it would be hard to play it. It'd be hard to play it one person. Stand on this side and we'll do a demo of this one. So Melissa's going to help me on this one. And I'm going to get on this side. I started it. There's a start button on the front. Okay, here comes a disc. Oh, I missed it. Okay, now it comes. Okay, see now it's just like the other one. All the discs start coming out. Oh, see, it's hard to see. And you got to watch. You don't want to launch it too far or too hard because it could fly off the board and land on the floor. So you got to be careful not to shove it too hard because the air it's allowing the disc to float. So you don't have to launch it real hard. That, I didn't know if you heard that, but that was the Pac-Man sound. So now what we just got to do is we got to try to get those back in the game so they don't get lost. There. Okay, so that's a little demo of this one too, and this is actually 4 players can play at the same time. That's why this one is so popular, because you have a person on this side, you have a person on this side, and then you have 2 people on that side. So 4 can play at the same time on this one. And you can see right there, there's the title of it right there. So definitely another popular game. Okay. So now we're going to take a walk. And again, these are just display games only. They're not playable. But we're going to take a walk over here. Got to watch the trash can and the tables and stuff because it's kind of dark. Now we're back in the video section again, and as you can see, they got Thief working. So we'll give you a little demo of Thief.
Robbery in progress. It's the coin shop on Pico. The thief is at it again. This time he must be stopped. All units in the Pico vicinity be on the lookout.
Okay, I'm trying to find... Couldn't find the car.
R1, negative.
There it is.
R4, negative.
There it is.
Car 22, Roger.
See, you can hear the soundtrack that's in the game. To my knowledge, I think it's done with a cassette. There's a cassette player in the game that's giving you the soundtrack of the police calls and the car crashes. And then the scraping sound and the siren sound, that's from the game itself. So there's a little bit of demo on Thief. And there's Melissa playing Centipede. That's a very popular game right there. That's very popular. Then of course you have the computer space. The only thing is, what I'm wondering about is the lighting that's in there. I mean, that's a good idea, but in a way it glares on the screen on the bottom. You can see how it glares on the screen in the bottom there. And believe it or not, that's an actual television set that was modified for the game. There's some YouTube videos that other people made. In fact, if you go to johnsarcade.com or just John's Arcade, it's actually just John's Arcade on YouTube, his channel, he'll show you him restoring a computer space game. And his is yellow. It's a very rare color. He was lucky enough to get a yellow one. This is a blue one. And I did research on these on the website, and they were showing pictures of a green one, a red one, and even a white one. Now the white one is probably so rare that you may only find maybe a handful of those, if that. The blue, I think the blue was the most popular color for computer space. I can't say for sure, but I think it was. I think it was the most popular color. And as you can see, Melissa did a good job on that game. She did a real good job on that one. That's actually the easier version of the two. What I'm referring to about two is there's Centipede, and then there's one called Millipede. Millipede is twice as hard, which Pastimes doesn't have it. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But if they ever do have it, that would be a nice matchup with Centipede. So now we're going to go over here. You can see all the Pac-Mans are taken up, most of them. Here's the Mario Brothers. Here's the Mario Brothers. You can play this one. You're going to be on the blue side. Blue side. This one over here. So you can see Melissa's now doing Mario Brothers. It's one of our other favorites. Then of course they got a whole bunch of other ones. Oh, I see the Nintendo marquee light is out, so I'm gonna have to let them know about that. But this Nintendo cab is really neat. You get different games in one cabinet. That's really neat. Well, that was a quick game. Was it easy to understand? No? Okay. Go ahead, try it again. Melissa's going to give it another shot on Mario Brothers. While she's playing there, I'll give you a little pan around the arcade again. This is from the west side of the video aisle. This is video aisle number 2, actually, because they have 2 aisles of video games, and then they have a bunch of aisles for pinball machines. And they did get the Donkey Kong fixed, so all 3 Donkey Kong machines are working. All the Pac-Man machines are working. And I still say the Pac-Man Plus and the original Pac-Man, I think they were built in reverse. Because I believe that the Pac-Man Plus should be the one with the extra buttons, and the original should be in where there's no extra buttons, just to start. Oh yeah, there's the Afterburner. We gotta get you on this one. You haven't played this one yet.
Is there a gas pedal?
Huh?
Gas?
No, I don't think there's a gas pedal on this one. There. gave you 4 credits. There's the start button here. Now you're ready to go. So there's the afterburner. So really the only new game that they added so far is that Tom and Jerry air hockey. That's the only new one I've found so far. The rest are pretty much the same. But still, it's neat to come in and give you guys an update on what the place looks like, you know, from visit to visit. And you just never know when you might find something new. Just like today, I found that Tom and Jerry air hockey game, which was really, really neat. And then you can see here, Spot, that's working again. That wasn't working the last time I was here. See, a lot of the games that I've been reporting, they've been actually pretty good about getting them going again, which is good. That's what the staff does on the days that the arcade's not open. They come in. I think they come in like around 7 in the morning and they work till 3 in the afternoon, working on all kinds of games. You know, they check they check for mechanical errors, electrical errors, computer errors, you know, anything like that. That's what they do. And then of course when they're on the stream with where it's crew plays for Morning Brew, then they feature a game. So if you haven't seen Crew Plays for Morning Brew, do so. You'll find that on Facebook. Tuesday mornings at 10 o'clock. They'll be featuring another game this coming Tuesday, plus announcements, plus trivia. So be sure to catch that. And you can participate, because it's live, so you can participate, you know, saying hi to the crew, asking them questions, giving suggestions, and also participate in the trivia. So it's very, very, very interactive. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, this place, as I said earlier in the presentation here, the ratings are always 5 out of 5 stars. That's because of the leagues, the tournaments, the high score competitions. You can reserve parties here, and then just the general public coming in. And of course, we can't forget the superior service from the staff. I mean, they welcome you with, you know, open arms, figure of speech. But seriously, they welcome you here, and they get you, they can get you set up for loyal points, you know, loyalty points, all kinds of neat stuff. It's just incredible. And like I said, this is probably my 19th visit. One more visit, it'll be the big 2-0. 20 visits in a little over 2 years. And yes, I am wearing the 2nd anniversary T-shirt that I got from them. As we're already going into the 3rd year. We're already going into the 3rd year. Next June 1st, it'll be 3 years. There you can see Melissa still playing. I'm just kind of panning around the area here as I'm talking, so you're not just seeing one thing at a time. But I'll tell you, the technology that's in this place, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So, okay, Melissa's done with her Afterburner game. So let's take another walk. See where we can find another surprise. We've actually been all over the place already, but oh, I do want to show you one more game if we can do it. It's called Rapid Fire. Now I gotta give you a little history on that one. There was a Rapid Fire game. Let me think now which aisle it is. I think it's the next aisle. If not, we can come back. But I think it's down here. Anyway, when I was working in Leesville, Louisiana back in 1987 at their camp, somebody donated a rapid fire game and it was in their gymnasium. However, it wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. Here it is right here. But this one is working. So I got to show you this. This is really, really interesting. Really interesting, and I'm so glad Pastimes has this. Just give you a little overview of it before we do the demo. Okay, now it looks like a pinball machine, but it's not, because you have these triggers on the side. See, and you can see those little bullets coming out. And it's got all these balls that come out, and you got to try to shoot them back. Well, that was a fast game. Let's try another one. This button here in the middle is what they call the bomb button. But this is what you want to use to shoot. Sometimes when you play this game, this part here will lock in a position to make it easier to shoot your target. Let's try one more. I'm going to switch hands this time, because you have a trigger on the right side too. Try to give you a little overview on the back side there. So there's the Rapid Fire. That's another great game. You got to come and check out if you haven't seen it yet. And then of course, you know, they got these other fancy pinball machines. And if you recall from the Morning Brew, Wayne, I think it was Wayne, that made all the toppers for each game. I think it was Wayne that did it. I could be wrong, but I think it was him that designed all those. So it is rapid fire. Now, let's go ahead and let's see if we could find Orbiter 1. Let Melissa play Orbiter 1 again. I believe it's in the next aisle. Let's go down this aisle. I think this is where it's at. The pinball machines are harder to spot because of the titles. I'm looking with the naked eye too, and I don't see Orbiter 1 in this aisle. It must be the next aisle. So we'll go to the next aisle. Yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, there it is. I see it. There's Orbiter 1. There's Orbiter 1. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's find the. Gotta find the. Yeah, this is the one that looks like a bathtub. Let's see. Finding the start button is right. Well. Wait. Nope, that's not it. It's right here. They need to mark. And I should mention it to them. They should mark all the start buttons with some kind of an identification to make things a lot easier. Because even for me, sometimes finding the start button on some of these games is a little difficult. So they should mark them. Either with like a big yellow sticker that says start, or somehow highlight the button, or I don't know how they could do it. But yeah, that should be done to make it a lot easier. Now, as I said before, some of the games were pulled out, like Twister. Twister's no longer on the floor, so it's probably in the back room somewhere. They may be going to use that for Pinball Expo, because that's coming up in October. Pinball Expo is in October. And it'll be in the same location as it was last year. It'll be their 41st anniversary for Pinball Expo. Sebring, I think it's Sebring, Chicago. I could be wrong, but I think that's the right location. It's near Chicago. Sebring, Illinois is what I meant, not Sebring, Chicago. Sebring, Illinois. It's near Chicago. But anyways, I was saying the Twisters is no longer on the floor. There's another one that Mike Hale did a brief episode on called Gorgar, Gorgar. That was a famous pinball machine back in the 80s as well. 80s, 70s. I would say more 80s because it has the speech on it. So let's give Melissa another shot at this one. Okay. There it is. Oh, there is one more game I do want to show, and it's a very, very unique one. A friend of mine that I saw earlier today, he pointed it out to me, and now Champion something. I can't remember what it is, so we're going to have to go find it. It's probably in the aisle where Rapid Fire is. And I didn't think to mark it down. You can see the place is still booming. It's not as busy as it was. You know, because it's getting late, and a lot of the people are heading out. Well, how'd you do on the orbiter? Okay, did you do okay? Okay, all right. Let's find that. I think it was that Champion one, wasn't it? The Champion pinball machine. Remember we played it earlier? Yeah, let's see if we can find that. I want to demonstrate that real quick. I think we got to go back to the aisle we were in, or else the aisle that we didn't go in. Yep. What's that? Yep. Periscope down. Periscope down. Hopefully they'll have it going next time. Let's see. That was the Rapid Fire aisle. I think it was. I think it was this aisle here. Because there was Elvis. My friend was playing Elvis, and then it was the Champion one. Let's see if we can find it. No, it's not. I don't think it's this aisle. Remember, he was playing Elvis, and then the Champion one was down a little bit further. Let's see. You see anything that says Champion? It was that real easy one. It was one of the easy games. Was it this one? No, that's Thunderbolt. That's not that one. That's Thunderbolt. I'm guessing it's over in the next aisle, I would think. Let's see. If we can't find it this time, we'll have to try to find it on the next visit, because I can't remember now which aisle it was in. Oh boy. Now, these are all the modern ones here. Did you happen to see it? No, we didn't see it yet. Well, let's go back down. Let's go back down the aisle where Rapid Fire is, and let's see if it's in there. If not, we're going to have to postpone that check or that demo until next time. Let's see. It might be this aisle here. That's the trouble with... Oh yeah, I think this is the Elvis one. I don't know, I can't tell. It's hard to tell some of these titles. Oh wait, there's Elvis. Okay, there's Elvis. Oh, there it is right there. The champion one? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Remember? Huh? Yeah, rapid fire. Yeah. Yeah, there's the champion one. It's being used right now. But that's a real neat game too. But some of the ones that I recall from earlier, they don't have on the floor. I didn't see Gorgar, and I know I didn't see Twister, but I don't think I saw Gorgar either. I'll have to ask them on Tuesday, the morning brew, if Gorgar was removed from the floor. So anyway, I gave you just about a full tour of the place now. So well, let's go down this way. We'll go down this way and I'll show you the Subway one again. That's my ultimate favorite of the pinball machines. Simply because my mother's cousin owned one back when we were kids. It's right here. That's why this one I treasure so much. Let's see if I can let's see if I can do this with one hand. Not too easily. But just as a reminder, you have the plunger to bring the ball out, and then you have the ball launcher on these older games. So if you're not familiar with these older games, that's how they work. Try and give you a little action here in the play field. For some reason, this game, whenever the ball hits a certain spot, it makes that knocking sound. And I'm not sure what's causing that. Oh, it's almost time to head out of here. Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm gonna look at the time real quick here. Just see what we got going. Let's see what we got. Yeah, 10 minutes.
Already?
10 minutes already. Yeah, 10 minutes before it's closed. Yeah.
The time go backwards.
No, I can't make the time go backwards, unfortunately. No. No, can't do that. We'll just have to make another visit day. That's all. So maybe we can squeeze one more game in before we got to get out of here. Ah. I must have got a free ball on this because it gave me an extra one. Ah, went right down the middle. That's when it's tricky. When it goes down the middle, there's nothing you can do. Okay, well, let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that jungle drum one more time. I'll give you that one as a demo, and that'll be finishing things up. Got to move kind of quick here, because they're going to be shutting things down. Let's see. There's jungle drum right here. So we're going to end with this. See, the object here is you got to try to shoot the lighted targets. Okay, well that finished that pretty quick. So, with that, that's going to wrap up this coverage of Pastime Superior Arcade. And I hope you enjoyed the video. This was probably the longest one I've ever made thus far being here. So if you have any questions on anything, leave it in the comments, and be sure to support them when you come in. Give them thumbs up, give them a congratulations for all the hard work, and be sure to tell your friends and family. The facility offers reservations for parties and any kind of private celebrations you want to do. And most importantly, be sure to rate them, review them, give them 5 stars so that they can keep going and keep this history alive. So with that, this is MusicMan0150 signing off. Hope everybody has a great night, and we'll be back with you again real soon. Take care.